Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. I'm going to be doing a weekly card reading for the week of the 13th through the 19th of July. If you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome to you, and if you are returning, it's great to have you back. I love my subscribers to come and join me again. Now, the weekly reads are general. They're not going to fit everybody, so keep that in mind. Don't force fit anything, but hopefully you'll find some gems here that are going to help you throughout the week and then onwards. So yeah, let me know if you would like to have a private reading for your particular circumstances. My details are in the description box below. You'll also find some links to the cards that I regularly use and the book I've published, The Power of Soul Loving, A Spiritual Guide to Love and Freedom. So it's particularly great for those who are looking for some assistance with how to go through and manage transformation in life. It is a guide that helps you to understand how to integrate your mental, emotional, physical and your spiritual well-being. All right, let's get into the reading, Gemini, for the week of the 13th through to the 19th of July. So Gemini, we're going to have a look at the energies surrounding you in the week of the 13th through to the 19th of July. And Spirit, we ask you for your guidance to give us an idea of the theme of things coming up for Gemini in this week. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Okay, so we're going to begin with the High Priest. So it would seem that you're very much in a very determined mindset at the moment of taking action, very deliberate action, being very focused on your purpose and feeling quite confident and self-assured about your direction and what it is that you're wanting in your life. You are feeling inspired, you're feeling connected with Spirit. We've got the Sun here, we've got the Cup next to you. You are seeking fulfillment in your life and you mean to achieve this. I think more than ever you have quite a deal of determination about you. So we can see that in the expression in the face of the High Priest here. But you're taking action knowing very well what your soul purpose is. You mean to achieve what you want through peaceful means, but you are not willing to compromise on what it is that you need or to waste time in order to achieve your goals. We then move along to the Four of Pentacles where, you know, it would seem that you are being quite cautious in terms of how you are spending your money, saving your money, balancing the account, so to speak. So, you know, your finances may have taken a dip of late and you are just making sure that you are watching how you are spending those coins. So you're managing your resources and but you're being methodical about it, you're being sensible, you're taking an objective approach. It is what it is, but you're looking, you know, to be careful with how you're managing those resources. We then have the World card. Gemini, something very major is going to be shifting and changing in your life very soon. So the World card signifies the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So it could be, of course, very nicely linked with the High Priest card and the Four of Pentacles. So it could be around your job, a project, career move, whatever it is, it's involving your purpose and your mission. So the World card indicates that momentum is happening now. Things are now shifting and changing, and it will be for the better. And it's going to lead to a time of great prosperity for you. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, and you are going to be bringing in or moving towards a great deal more abundance in your life and a really big shift in your physical world, in the way things are or have been. You are going to experience quite a significant change. But Spirit has got your back. Spirit is with you, watching over you, protecting you as well at this point in time, which is really beautiful. I might pull a few more cards from this deck before we move on. We thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Gosh, we have the King of Pentacles dropping out here. very, very strong energies here that are being presented. You know, the World card and the High Priestess are major arcana cards. We've got the King of Pentacles showing up and the Prince of Wands. So the King of Pentacles, I'm feeling, is your energy at the moment, your determination, your focus on your physical world and making changes. Again, very determined energy. And when you've got the King of Pentacles underneath the High Priest, it's like, watch out. You're in your zone. Oh my goodness, you are so connected to your purpose, and Spirit is watching over you. And the King of Pentacles is very self-assured and very mindful of wanting to create big change as well. Very considered energy here. The King of Pentacles is quite an authoritative figure, in that this energy comes from a place of a great deal of experience and wisdom. So what an incredible, powerful force, considering you're about to enter a period of quite significant change. Then we have an energy that is coming in towards you, which is the Prince of Wands. There's definitely an offer of assistance, support. It could be an offer of love. Wands is often associated with that. Either way, it's like this energy is rushing towards you quite rapidly and ready to come into your life and in some way, shape or form be there to support you. Bringing energy into your life and probably a part of this worldly change that you're going through. And this person is like really, really wanting to be noticed, like sort of like, don't leave without me kind of energy, really wanting to make sure that a message is delivered to you. A great deal of intention and purpose with this energy coming towards you. Yes, it's all about the message and the intention to deliver something, to say, you know, really must get your attention now. You've got just really big cards coming out here. We've got the Four of Swords. So following this big message, this Prince of Wands that's coming into your world, into your energy, it would seem that the person is delivering a message of some kind, and this has put you in a place of contemplation. So the Four of Swords is sitting back and resting. You know, obviously there's big shifts and changes coming on here, and you're just taking a moment to breathe, to check in with what this message means for you and how things may potentially change for you. Is this something that you want to consider? So you're taking a moment to rest and to think about it and to plan your next move. And then we have the Queen of Wands, and you know, of course, her energy is a very determined energy too. And you know, we've got a lot of wands happening here. So she is meaning to take action as well, and she's actually up and ready to go. So she is perhaps ready to receive this news and do something with it. And that may, of course, be aligned with this World card of change happening. And it is her response to the Prince of Wands who has come in with this message. Well, let's see how that unfolds. So clearly we've still got things happening here. So it's certainly a week or so of intense action. Good to see that you move from the Four of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles, where you know your financial situation, then the King of Pentacles, is definitely improving here for you. So you obviously are making a move to significantly change your physical experience in life, your physical surrounds and your resources, even potentially where you are living. I mean, this King of Pentacles is sitting on his throne with all of his needs being met there. There's a bird next to him too, just giving him the advice that he's sort of listening to and taking in, which is your energy, Gemini. We have the Three of Air. So there are aspects of your life that you're realizing that you're needing to release and to forgive. So whatever things have been caught up in your energy in recent times, now is the time to let that go. Now is the time to release that energy, any sadness, any resentment, any things that need to be resolved. It's now time to let those things go. And this is very much, this is what you'd expect to happen when you have the World card and you're moving to a new phase of your life. So, when we do that, we want to make sure that we're tying up loose ends and we're dealing with things and resolving things. And particularly in our heart, it's really important to let anything go that needs to be resolved. And that way, with forgiveness of yourself or others, you are starting afresh, which is exactly what you do with the Magician card. Just take a sip of my coffee. So the Magician card says you are ready. You are ready to embrace this new beginning in your life. You have the resources now to get going, or the ability to manifest the resources. So you've got yourself set up and you're ready to go. And you are feeling really on a high. Life is magical, and you know that you are capable, when you put your mind to it, to create and manifest whatever it is that you are wanting. What a beautiful period of change for you, Gemini. What else, Spirit, do you have to share with Gemini for the week? Okay, so clearly we can see that, following this Prince of Wands that's coming in rapidly with the message in your period of reflection, you have to make some decisions. And the Seven of Water lets us know that there's a bit of a complex decision for you to consider. So you will need to do some research, and you will need to take action as the Queen of Wands is intending to do. She's intending to take action. But the Seven of Water is letting us know that you've got quite a few things to think about, options to consider, and to ask yourself what is going to fulfill you, what is going to ensure that you're meeting your needs going forward. It's important not to procrastinate, and I think that's why we have the Three of Air card that's coming up, saying it's time to heal and forgive and to move on and release things, because that kind of keeps you, that energy, if you hold on to that keeps you stuck, and that's why there's a reference here to procrastinating. It's important to move on, and now is the time to take action. Like, stop sitting around waiting for something else to push you. You've got to take action now. And as you do, and when you do that, we have the Ten of Water here, which lets us know that when you take action, the outcome is that you're going to be emotionally and materially rewarded. Your needs are going to be met. So the Ten of Water is similar to the Ten of Cups, and it lets us know that you're going to achieve what it is that you want to achieve, and you're going to end up being in a situation where you feel that you're amongst friends, supportive people, you're feeling emotionally fulfilled, and you're having your needs met in your material world, which is wonderful. And we can see that with the Ace of Pentacles card here. So how beautiful is that? So let's keep going and see, Spirit, what else you can let us know with regards to the complex decision, and what that means. So Spirit is saying you're ready for this change, that you do have the ability to make this happen, bring it all together, keeping in mind that Spirit is always co-creating with us. Spirit is watching over us. Just want you to notice the little bird next to the King here, the King of Pentacles. That is a symbolism for Spirit or the Divine providing us the guidance. The infinity symbol that is above the head of the Magician also lets us know that almost anything is possible. When we focus on what it is that we're wanting to achieve, pretty much anything is possible. We just got to believe. All right, Spirit, thank you for your guidance. Yes, so we have 10 of Autumn, which is the same as 10 of Pentacles. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children and loved ones is there. So making wise investments, planning for retirement. Yeah, so you're very much in that space of wanting to improve your finances, your future stability and security. So again, that is what you're working towards. That is what you're moving towards. That's what you're planning. And so all of the steps that you're taking at the moment are designed to be able to do that. Gosh, I knew that was going to come out. We've got the release card. Let go of the past. An ending that makes way for new opportunities. It's time to move on. So Gemini, you're realizing that there are things that you need to let go in order for you to be able to achieve this new, improved lifestyle. You know, to increase your pentacles and to live your purpose. Don't forget, we've got this High Priest card, and this energy is very, very determined. It's like Spirit is stepping in and saying, now is the time. No procrastinating, no choice. When we get the World card, we know that there's no choice. The universe is shifting and moving, and it's definitely a change. So with all this in mind, you know you have no choice but to release the past, you know, to make sure that you've got space for new things going forward, so things can actually continue to progress for you. So let go what it is that you need to, that is now finished in your life, so that you can begin this new life, a new way of being, and to start living your purpose. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. So this is similar to the Fool card. It's the Dreamer card, and like I just said, it's all about you going after your true purpose, living your true purpose. So Spirit is being incredibly clear here. Now's the time. Begin a new adventure and trust yourself. You can do this. Wow, you can't really ignore that, can you? Very, very clear messaging here, Gemini. Now is the time. Get going and stop giving yourself excuses. You've got to act now. Don't miss this opportunity. It's time to do it now, because rewards are waiting for you. A new life is waiting for you. Sorry, we got the World card again, the second time round. Okay, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So as I was saying, the World card represents a cycle that's finished and a new cycle that's beginning. So we've got that turning up twice for you, Gemini. Yep, Spirit is just saying, you know, what else do we need to do to tell you it's time to move on? Tell us more about the Prince of Wands and the Queen. Prince of Wands and the Queen of Wands, Spirit. Tell us more about the Prince of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the King of Spring here, a financial windfall. You are having a good time here. Your leadership skills are needed now. Again, Spirit's saying time to get going. An unexpected supporter of your cause. It would seem that someone's going to assist you with some funding for you to support your purpose. Like, seriously, I'm just I should never be surprised. But when Spirit wants you to know something, when your angels and your guides are letting you know, they let you know very clearly. Jeepers, creepers. So it looks like someone's going to help you and financially support you to make this change. So, my goodness, how exciting for you. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. So perhaps, because my question was, tell us more about the Prince of Wands. It's quite likely the Prince of Wands may be the instigator of this support that's coming in rather rapidly, because all of these things, can you see how synchronicity is happening here? That all of these things are happening all at the same time. The Magician card, it's time to let go of the past. We've got, you know, focus on Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and we've got someone rushing in, and I dare say this person is a similar energy to the King of Spring here, who, by the way, is holding a big fat wand as well, who is here to help support you financially to get on with living your purpose. It says here your leadership skills are needed now. I don't think there's much to think about here. So this Four of Swords here, yes, you do have some complex decisions here, but like Spirit is saying, giddy up, get going, let's go. So don't spend too much time thinking about this, it sounds like. Ace of Summer. Oh, now, so I asked the question, Prince of Wands or Queen of Wands. So we've got open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one. Also, it signifies an awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So that is the Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love, either a new relationship or a renewed or a rebirth of one. So it's a time for a lot of change here, a lot of, and we had the card come up for fulfillment. Definitely a lot of focus on financial increase, and I must be making it up, but oh no, I'm sorry, here it is, the Ten of Water. Yeah, the Ten of Water is about your emotional and material needs are being met, and trustworthy relationships. So people that are, so if it says here, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new relationship, you can trust this relationship is what Spirit is saying. Trustworthy relationships, material and emotional needs being met at this time. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Let's get this going. It is a weekly read, so it's important to make sure with all of this change that's going on that you maintain a balance in your life. It is necessary to take everyone's input and opinions into consideration. Now is the time to merge your viewpoints. So if we've got open your heart to love in the beginning of a new relationship, it may mean that two people coming together, in which case it's really important to merge the viewpoints to consider a better solution. So coming up with new ways of doing things. It says take your time, there's no need to rush. So when you're blending energies here and you're wanting to create balance, it's important to do it in a considered way. There's no need to rush that, but it does take time to test and feel the waters to see what is needed and how to combine two points of view. This is a little bit like the Temperance card here too. I like that. Okay. Okay, what else do we need to know? So we'll just see what the Wisdom of Oracle card deck has to share with us, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for the week of the 13th through to the 19th. A lot of things going on for you at this time. This one flipped. Okay, now this did come up earlier in the week. There is a lot of conflict and chaos around you at the moment at the time. For this week. So this card is pointing to the need for you to really ensure that you remain authentic to yourself despite the storms that are going on around you. It's really important that you understand your true self and that you don't change yourself to bend to other people. That's good advice when it follows the balance card, when it says, yes, we do need to take other people's point of view and input into consideration, but that doesn't mean that you need to be different from who you are, or to change the nature of who you are or your purpose, indeed your purpose. So I'm looking at the wrong card. We want 33. Okay, so, and perhaps the reason why the balance card has come out and suggesting we take other people's points of view into consideration, and it's about merging the two. This card here is talking about making sure you're not at cross purposes with another person or even within yourself, Sometimes there is a really good purpose to having chaos, as in differences of opinions, because it's when we work through those opposing forces or tensions, we can actually use it to leverage a situation where we finally come to a place of balance and peace. And that's a process, and that's an important process, because a lot of learning goes on while you're doing that. So consider the fact that not all chaos is necessarily something to avoid, that there's a purpose to it. It's also about you making sure you're not at cross purposes with yourself. Okay, so you may at some point with all of this change here feel that you have a lot of chaos within you in terms of trying to, I suppose, assimilate all of the change that's happening around you. And we know that you're deep in thought here and really considering what's going on and feeling perhaps a little overwhelmed at times with all of the choices around you. But just know that, every storm will pass, and this is just a way of being able to create a new order of things in your life, Gemini. So look upon this situation as an opportunity to step away from the fray, to evaluate everything, and don't be eager to focus on the differences, but rather seek to understand rather than be understood. In terms of relationships with other people too, if we're having to blend ideas and opinions, this may be an opportunity to make sure that you're not being too stubborn, okay, or that both parties are not too stubborn. So it's not about the need to be right all of the time. Deep down, when two people are coming together, it's about, usually people do want to resolve things. People don't want to be at conflict or, in a headlock situation. So you'll know that some things are not negotiable, but there are going to be other things that perhaps you can let go and you can compromise on. And that's really just picking and choosing so that you both come to a compromise or a balance. Yeah? So, yeah. In terms of prosperity and things being shaken up a little bit for you at the moment, it's helping you to find the proper path to prosperity, and sometimes that can feel chaotic as well, and you can feel a little bit challenged on many fronts. So if something's not working properly or it's not flowing, then just know that it's not meant for you. So when things are flowing and you're feeling supported, then generally you're on the right path. So don't forget that divine is whispering in your ear and giving you the guidance that you need to know which path to take. I'm loving the fact that you're going to have some assistance here, which is fantastic. So, oh my gosh, I know that I could keep on going with these cards. It's such a temptation to want to keep going, but we might just wrap it up with this one card from the Spirit Messages deck. But thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Gemini in this week. And clearly there's a lot of things to be considered, and taking a nice balanced, moderate approach is a good idea. And that's just to be expected when you're having to merge other people's points of view in order to come up with a better solution to situations. And that could happen on any front here. It could be to do with your finances, work, or relationships. So, just be sure that you're not too rigid and inflexible, that you are prepared to listen and, work towards a win-win situation. So Spirit is saying, take a moment. You don't need to rush your decisions. We know that action is required and not to procrastinate in terms of moving into this new stage of your life. But some decisions you don't need to rush. Before you make the decision, just take a moment to pause and quieten your mind so that you can ask your soul or your higher self for guidance before you go forward. So that's an important message for you, Gemini, to take your time to just check in with yourself if what you are doing is sitting well with you. Some things, as we said before, are non-negotiable and some things are. And I guess it's just a matter of giving yourself that time and space to recognise what that is for you. All right, we're going to leave the reading at that. It's a weekly read. Don't forget to check out your monthly reading and your love reading as well, and you can find those in the playlist on my channel, Living with Spice. And if this has been helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you're not already subscribed, don't forget to click the bell. All right, take care, Gemini, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.